History for Fools. What's up, everybody? What's up, everyone? Butch Escobar over here.
Howdy, howdy.
He's not showing the kneecaps because it's raining. Yeah,
dude, it's finally
raining.
Cold in Los Angeles, dude. Winter's back, baby. That means I'm back. I got energy. I sleep better. I move better when it's cold, man. Dude, this heat was good. Dude, it was
that heat.
Oh, my God, dude. And then to top it off, I'm sure you guys have heard me bitch about this before. I had no air conditioning in my car. So it was like...
But you got windows that open, right? They stay open because they're no glass.
Yeah, because it lets all that... But, you know, it's just hot air coming in to your car, arguing with the hot air in your car. So it was a rough summer. I'm back. I'm ready for action. I'm ready to be active again. I got my regular active pants on. No more displaying your ad on my knees. 58 degrees right now outside, dude. Perfect.
It's raining like really, really hard, like cats and dogs. Like, don't step on a poodle.
Bro, it floods here in the valley when it's raining, dude.
Yeah, nobody cleaned their drains. That's why.
Oh, is that why? Because I was all, what the fuck is happening right now, dude? Like, I was hydroplaning on the way over here.
You gotta clean your drains if you own a home, and you gotta clean those things, that stuff that hangs out above your house where the leaves catch.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be a drain to get all the water to come down into the drain. But it just
dumps over.
But it gets covered up with leaves, and then
it fills
causes
up.
A lot of problems.
Yeah, dude, I could see that. I could see how that's a problem.
Also, swimming pools get overfilled, and they don't have their drain and nothing, so that water, the swimming pool's going in the house. Water.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wonder how many disasters. That's the thing, is like no one prepared for rain here in LA. So when it's raining, I bet there's a lot of like house disasters, like shit like that.
I remember the news will get it on the television, the weather report, and they would like pump you up. Like right now, there's probably Storm 2025.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's really. There's people in Florida having real storms. This is just rain for them.
Remember they said they were like, this is right before I moved here. They said there was going to be a hurricane here in LA, and like I think we were out on the road when it was supposed to happen. And
well, they give you highlights like, how would the rain affect the homeless? News at 11. I mean, I had a joke about that. How would the rain affect the homeless? News at 11? I don't have to wait till 11 and they're going to be soaked by 8 p.m.
I kind of know how that works already.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a mystery.
There's going to be a lot of drains with empty crack vials on it.
All the hypodermics are going to be washed off the street and into the ocean.
A bunch of spinners too, man. Everything they saw in downtown.
That's the thing, man. Is like, I mean, yeah, I already know that shit. And that's the problem with the news. Is it's like, what's the lead here? Like, you want me to be excited about watching homeless people? I already know this. So what am I waiting for? Just to watch it happen?
Tamale lady still out there, bro. Little umbrella.
Hustling, bro. Hustling. At least ice is going to be slow today, dude. They don't like the rain, so.
I know, because it'll be hard to find because today everybody's a wetback.
You can't clip that one.
Everybody has a wetback. Because it's raining, so.
Yeah. You know what? That is true. That's true. Yeah, it's true. That's fucking hilarious, though.
You know what I'm wondering? Like, where do they take them to? Like, it starts to start chipping your homie, bro.
What? What do you mean? Oh,
why not?
I should chip my roommate.
You chip your dog. Why not? I'm gonna chip myself, bro. I'll start finding a drone. Find my ass, dog.
Really, bro, for real. Because we were just talking about this before we got on right now. Like, there's that case where this autistic dude was like walking around, and apparently he's got like the mind of like a 4 or 5 year old, something like that. And they came and got him, and his mom couldn't find him for like 4
was illegal?
days. No, I don't think so. But you know,
What were they wearing?
Because that's the thing, bro, is they roll up on you and there's no they're not asking, they're just taking. And then later on they figure out whether you're illegal or not. Who knows what he was wearing?
You gotta keep saying, man, if you get apprehended, keep saying this. I am an American citizen. I need a lawyer present. I'm not gonna sign anything. And then no matter what, I'm an American citizen. I need a lawyer present. I'm not gonna sign anything. And don't sign anything, man. Don't sign anything. Don't sign anything if you're an American citizen.
Even if they offer you like, okay, well, we're gonna let you go. Just sign this and we'll let you go.
I need a lawyer.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because that's the trick, bro. Because that's how they trick you. You know what I mean? I remember being a kid, bro, and they're like, listen, bro. Listen, man. If you just tell us what happened, dude, we'll probably let you go. Probably not a big deal. But you got to tell us. And you're like, oh, man, I just want to go home. You know? Like, they trick you into that, bro. You remember? I don't know if you ever had to do this or if you knew someone did. If you're a little kid and you steal and you get caught by the store security and then they go, okay, well, you got to write a letter of apology is one of the things that they make you write a letter to. They make you write that letter because it's a fucking admission of guilt. All
you have to do is pee. I will pee and start crying and tell everybody that this guy held me and then let me go to the bathroom for no reason.
See, dude? Yeah, bro. I never thought of that. I stole pencils at Sprouse Ritz, dude. Had to write a letter of apology and got in all kinds of trouble, dude. I got the fuck beat out of me.
They caught me shoplifting at Safeway, bro. I told the guy who caught me, I'll help you catch more people. we could set up a whole call everybody, bro, at 3 p.m. I tell you where all the hidden spots. I tell you where people grab sneaker and leave it there, and then somebody else grabs it. There's a lot of leaks here, bro. You only found one.
You're a double agent for the fucking narc, bro.
I was undercover loss prevention, bro. Bro, I would bring kids and tell them to steal so you can catch them.
Bro, you're a CI for the fucking store police. That's fucking hilarious, dude. You start getting people to fucking steal with you, dude, then you fucking turn them in. Oh, my God, dude. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
He didn't go for that idea.
Oh, yeah. He's like...
He just said, listen, man. You gonna give me your house phone number?
He didn't like the...
He didn't like the way I was like up on him, bro, like thinking I'm really smart.
He's like...
So he's gonna give you a number. You're gonna call your mom or the cops. All right, call my mom, man.
Really?
And this is she's home. So they call my mom, and she showed up, bro. As soon as she saw me, she sucker punched me right away, bro.
Oh!
Then I looked
and that dude didn't do shit.
I looked at him, and he goes, "Man, maybe I should have called call first, then call your mom." Like a good one, bro. Like a bad one.
Like
bro.
she just walked in.
Like, yeah.
And just fucking stiff armed.
Right here, bro.
I don't mean to laugh.
Right here, bro. Yeah. And
I just know that kind of
the guy wanted to laugh hard, bro. Be held in there to be professional.
I would die.
And then on the way out, I got a hair forward. You know, like people pull your hair back. The mama got the grab on my hair. Yeah. Mom grabbed the back of my hair and pushed it forward.
Oh my God, dude.
And then by that time, man, people are watching, so I couldn't really cry, pretend like it didn't hurt, you know, with that face.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, bro. Oh.
I told her like this.
You're just holding it all in.
That's the way we play, guys.
Yeah, dude.
And then on the way home, bro, I got punched and beat up at every red light. Like every time the red light, my mom started beating me up.
Oh my God,
while
dude.
I yell out
the
window. I was trying to roll out the window, yell at my friends, press the button. press the button. Press the button.
Yeah, dude. Holy fuck.
Then I got home and I got the real beating starter, of course, with belts and all that.
Yeah,
That was just like the appetizer.
dude.
The embarrassment.
Your mom and my mom went to the same fucking day camp or something, dude.
So the next day, bro,
holy fuck.
my mom ended up buying me a bunch of those chocolates afterwards, bro. I guess she felt bad, I guess.
Oh, she felt bad.
Yeah, so the next day, bro, I went inside that store again, bro. All beat up and shit.
Right, yeah.
Everybody was just looking at me like. And then that guy saw me. He told me, "Get the fuck out, eh? You want to get punched again?"
Bro, I'm still imagining your mom just walking in. Your mom just walking in and not even saying a word, just fucking bah!
Bro, every time I see a movie where somebody walks into it and punches somebody, I don't give a fuck who it is, bro. I go like that too.
Yeah, I think about that's what
My
I'm
head
thinking
goes
about,
back.
bro. When a guy walks in and he wants to prove a point to everybody, he just sucker punches the first guy, like fuck this guy. Bam, dude. Like
Like when that dude like when that dude walks into that showroom walks into the advertisement agency who sold fucking what's her name, those 4 billboards, and just start fucking that fool up.
oh, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right.
Hey, those are moms, eh?
That's a bro. My mom did.
At least I had a mom.
That's the thing is that's where do you can you say that? Like, are you better off without a mom if your mom
What?
if your mom terrorizes you? Because my mom would terrorize you, bro. I remember when I got caught stealing, dog. I was like, I'm so fucked, bro. I'm so fucked. The guy was like, he didn't even give me the option to call the cops. I would have been like, please call the fucking cops, dog. Cause like fucking, I knew what I was in for, bro. But my mom didn't beat me till we got in the car. And my mom did exactly kind of what your mom did, but my mom was like side punching me, dude. Like she was like, you know
That's
what
what my mom was doing too in the car.
my mom was hammer fisting me. And then which sounds weird. And then when we got home, she gave me 55 beltings. And every time I stood up, I got 5 more. And oh bro, I never had my ass that color before. That was fucking crazy, dog. Yeah, so I think your mom and my mom fucking went to school together or something. They must have fucking planned that shit out, dude.
History for Foos. Last week, we went to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Killer shows, good food. And we went to Tampa, Florida. We got there a day early because I had to do press. And that same night, we got on one of those trolleys, streetcars, and we went to Ybor City.
Yeah, we went to Ybor City.
We have a clip here. That was us, and we got on that car.
Yeah, so we got on those trolleys. This is a free trolley that takes you from the downtown area of Tampa, which is beautiful, man. First of all, Tampa, very impressed with Tampa, man. I fucking loved it there. We were only there for mere hours, but it was wonderful. We went out to Ybor City that first night, man, and we pulled up to that little cigar shop, coffee shop, bar. And fucking, dude, what's crazy is that
I met those fans too that were going to that cigar coffee shop club.
Yes. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so explain that thing.
When we were on a train, we met these people that were actually, they're my age, but they look older. And they were going to go to, they were coming for the 49ers game and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. So they ended up going to another cigar shop with a club with a more cool vibe, you know.
Right, yeah, okay.
They had an armed guard in front.
They had like dancing in there. It sounded like, it was like a club
Booties.
vibe. Yeah. But we went, and this is the thing is like Ybor City is like really cool. Looks like an old town.
A lot of clubs.
Looks like an old town district of any city you go to. All of them have like an old town. But the thing with
Like
Ybor
New
City
Orleans.
is it has a special significance.
It looked like New Orleans and Old Sac mixed
It really
together.
did, bro. That's what it reminded me like, actually of Old Sac and what I would imagine New Orleans to look like. And it had a really dope vibe. You know, you walk around and it's the thing that's kind of unique about Ybor City that I've never seen anywhere else. And it makes me want I always like visiting everywhere, and then there's some cities where I kind of want to go back, or I would go back if I was given the opportunity. All cities I would go back to if I was given the opportunity. But there's certain
except
cities,
South Padre.
I'd go there too. I'd go anywhere, but there's definitely cities that stick out, and I go, okay, I want to visit this one. But then there's places where I'm like, I have to come back here, and this is how I felt about Tampa, man. Like, it was a real chill vibe there that night, bro. We pulled into that little it was like a coffee shop. You're all, dude, the coffee here is the best. And when Felipe says
King Corona.
Yes. So when Felipe says he likes coffee, I must explain this. Like, because like I used to just drink, I was a little coffee slut where I would just drink any old type of coffee. But I've been on this tour with Felipe for about 3 years now, 3.5 change, something like that. And we always drink Starbucks, which is obviously it's great. But you start to notice the difference in coffee. And we sometimes we pass by these like really good looking cafes. And I'll be like, but there's a cafe right here. I'll be like, nah, fuck that. We got to find this Starbucks right here at the end of this block.
Yeah, like the place Inteligencia, bro. Fancy.
So
coffee sucks.
Yes. Okay. So
Blue Bottle sucks.
I remember one time I was like, whatever, I'm going to grab coffee here. I'll meet up with you later. And I grabbed that coffee and it sucked, bro. And I started to realize like this fool knows his coffee. So when we rolled up to this bar and you were like, bro, this is the best coffee ever. We fucking pulled in and it's Cuban coffee, first of all Cuban coffee's fucking crack. And fucking, and he orders coffee. I'm not ordering coffee because I'm not going to sleep that night but we go into this little, I don't know what it's called, Cohiba, or like it's a little cigar shop inside this place too. Dude, it has a cigar shop, like a humidor. Has like a chill area where you could smoke inside. Has a chill out like patio area. It's the only place with the patio area. And then it has the bar and it has a coffee shop. And you fucking go in and this guy starts recommending cigars to us, right? And I'm kind of like, all right, I'll play along, bro. I used to smoke cigars, but I'm not really into that shit no more, dude. And I kind of thought he was this guy. It's a great dude, too. His name's Kale. Shout out to Kale at this, what's the name of that place? King Corona. So, like, we go in, and I thought he was going to shine us on and just give us some, like, big, expensive cigars. He didn't, bro. He gave us exactly what we asked for at a good price. Delicious-ass cigars, bro.
Those cigars are double the price out of that place. Like, if you buy them and then try to sell them somewhere else, they cost way more.
Yes. Yeah, dude.
So
that's the other thing. So he kicked us those, and then the next day when we went out again, he kicked us I can't get
we get there, man, and
those cigars out of my mind, dude.
Those cigars, one of them, he gave me a Fuente. A guy gave me a Fuente. But, dude, when we were there, the same guy, I asked him, bro, I'm going to give me a cigar box. So I asked the guy, Kill, can I have a cigar box? And I found out exactly what type of cigar box it was.
It's Davidoff.
It was the Davenport?
Davidoff.
The Davidoff cutting board cigar.
Look up
Davidoff.
Davidoff cutting board cigar box.
Anyways, the whole box together with the 10 cigars, guess how much it is?
How much?
$549.
Holy fuck, bro. Well, he told us that they made this
$50 each for the cigar, and
dude,
they sell it there for $50.
I mean, Davidoff makes all kinds of different products, but their cigars are really. So there was a time where I used to have really good taste with cigars because I used to get cigars for free, and then my source was cut off, so I stopped smoking them. But Davidoff was really good cigars, what I remember. And when he gave me this box, he said that the judges, the people that were like choosing this particular box, it's white. It has like a
cigar.
It has like a marble top on it. It's a cutting board, and he said the reason why it was a cutting board was because the tasting was judged by chefs who like cigars. And so it was like a special, it's the one on the left right there. Yeah, that's it right there. And so that's a cutting board on top. And like, he gave dude, I don't even think that guy knew who you were yet.
Yeah.
You know, he was just a nice guy. Because Felipe's like, you got any boxes back there for sale? And he's all, here, you could have this one.
I felt bad going back and telling them that I lost it.
I know you lost. Well, I have it on film where it was last too.
They made that Davidoff cutting board cigar box to entice the chefs. Good idea.
It was like a reward for them, judging and deciding on what flavors they liked.
Well, the cigar I smoked had a. He told us that if you get a cigar and if it has the little lady, which is the lady that hangs above Ybor City, it's a lady. I don't know her name.
Yes,
and
that's in the video.
It
as well,
tastes
that'll
good.
be going by.
And man, so I would say I want a sweet, mild. Man, I don't want to be like smoking like a guy at the racetrack. So man, I smoked it. Man, never smoked cigar. I smoked cigars before, but I never enjoyed the experience. Probably because I inhaled. But this time I did it right, man. I had my coffee. I was already annihilated. And I just sat there, man.
You're high as fuck,
and let me tell you, man,
boy.
we started people watching outside.
Go up there, go back up. Go see where that sign is right there in the middle with that lady with the red.
Right there,
that right there. So that is when you first pull into Ybor City, and it'll be on my video when I give you my video. But that's when you first pull in, and that lady's on like every cigar, and we're about to explain why. But here's the thing, bro, about that place. The next day we go back, right?
That place where it says Centro Ybor, that whole place would be a cigar shop. It should be a cigar factory back in the day.
Oh, that used to be itself. So, and we'll get to that. But the next day we pull in and we hang out again. We walk around a little bit, and I got there because you had to do radio and TV. So I got there early and I filmed a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna play it later, but there's like a casita that I went and visited at the state park, and they explain like the history of things. Shout out to Amy at the Ybor City State Park for giving me a lot more information. She was giving a tour, and she kind of took her time out. And this video, you see me,
Let's see
her cutting me into the back and letting me go backstage a little bit and look at stuff, and it was really nice. But she explained how many there were, and then after that, there was chickens. I got to see the chickens, but I wanted to get to this really quick because I want to get back to the Corona, King Corona place. So I meet up with you. We end up getting coffee, and the night before too, we run into Dennis the Menace from Venice, and we've seen this guy before out in the wild. He's a fan.
He's a fan. He saw me in somewhere in either Ontario or somewhere,
get to that.
Spotlight 29 by the casinos.
So we see him that night.
Morongo, he saw me on Morongo.
Yeah, and he's just standing there. He's just chilling. All of a sudden, I hear him like, "Hey, what's up, Felipe?" The night before, and he comes over. He gives Felipe a cigar. He gives us hats. He leaves us alone. We're sitting on the patio smoking cigars, talking about what we're gonna do today. And then we bounce that night. We come back the next day, and we end up sitting in this cafe the rest of the day in Ybor City and talking with Dennis the Menace from Venice. But also, Kale, dude, I can't get this cigar out of my fucking mind. I ordered a bunch last night. It's called the Deadwood, the Girl with No Name cigar. And it was, bro, he goes, the guy selling you, Kale is giving it to you. He's giving you one. He goes, you know what you do with this? He's all, you don't suck it, you sip it. He's all, you don't, yes, that one.
Yeah.
And it's a long one. It's a Lonsdale. And so he gives it to Felipe, and he goes, and he goes, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a campfire, and you're having s'mores. He's all, it's toasty, it's got chocolate and marshmallow flavor in it. And I said, I gotta try this fucking cigar, bro. And fucking we smoked that and talked to Dennis the Menace from Venice the entire time. And it was a Lonsdale, see, that's a shorter version. The Lonsdale is the longer version. And
it's like a 100 or something.
Yeah, see that one up there on the top to the left of the picture, of the big picture? The just singular one to the right of that? Yes. That's a Lonsdale. It's huge. And fucking we both sat and talked with Dennis the Menace and smoked this thing down. I this isn't I don't think you could promote any company of tobacco anyway on here, but this was the best cigar I've ever had in my life that I couldn't even stop thinking about it, dude. So anyway, yeah. But that was delicious, dude. That was a delicious cigar. But the other thing about Ybor City is the chickens. And now you can roll that video right there. And so chickens, this is one of 3 cities in the world that allows feral chickens. These are chickens chasing me down the street in Ybor City.
That's crazy. And so they just let them go right there.
Yeah, you just walk around. There's chickens everywhere,
They're
man.
protected.
Yeah, they're protected. You're not allowed to feed them, which I think people do. That's why they're chasing me, because they weren't chasing me to attack me. They were waiting for me to feed them. Let's give a shout out to these people too, because these are your friends, right?
This is this place right here is called
La Faraona.
La Faraona, which means the pharaoh, and the owner wasn't there at that time, but you could look her up on the internet. It's called La Faraona. And there's another clip I show you where he stacks the cigars.
Yeah, dude, it was interesting to watch them both
holding
work.
a cigar like this.
Oh, really?
That's Dennis from Venice.
There's Dennis the Menace from Venice right there, man. Bro, that cigar was so good, dude.
It was,
man. So good. It tasted like what the guy said. Because it made me turn around. I'm like, you know what? I'd already bought 3 from La Faraona. And in my mind, I'm like, that's enough cigar buying, dude. I'm not going to smoke these things really that much. And when he said that, I turned around. I said, you know what? And then I kind of regretted not buying more. And I'm regretting not buying more now because I've been craving those. But yeah, that shop was amazing, man. Watching them work on that was amazing. Doing that whole thing, that whole trip, it was really nice. You know, it's funny because sometimes I find like paradise in places I wouldn't expect when we're on the trip. And I felt like Tampa was definitely one of those places. So shout out to those people. And let's talk about Ybor City.
I'm gonna show him real fast something.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk over it real fast.
Okay.
One of the things that they told us that the guy, what's his name, told us, Dennis the Menace, about the cigars, was that King Corona now is owned by a different person. Because every time I go there, his best friend, one of his best friends, owns it. He's been the owner of King Corona for 3 years now, and they added televisions and Ybor City at nighttime. We didn't get to really see much of a nighttime, but I've been there at nighttime. And let me tell you, man, all the young people show up, and everything that we talk about, they could care less.
Right.
Yeah, they don't care about the cigars yet.
They don't give a fuck about the cigars.
We out there. This is how it looks.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that walking in.
Guys with tight shorts who look like Shane Gillis.
Fuck, that's hilarious, bro.
See this girl right here has a sweater. That's saying, don't look at my booty. But we're still looking. Go ahead. We're gonna wait for a brother to pass by and lift it.
Let me tell you
how Renee vodka right there on the side.
It's also very humid right now in this video.
This is the summer.
I can feel the humidity in this video. It doesn't matter.
Go to the middle
of
it and let's do some people. Hey, we don't get in trouble if we're talking over it, right?
No, I muted it. We should be fine.
Okay, so this is right here. This is like the back of it, bro. We gotta find the middle of it where people are walking. No, the middle of the video.
Middle of the video.
Yeah, the end of the video. Okay, right here. Stop.
Right here. Yeah.
Play this. Just play right here.
Yeah.
This is where we're actually hanging around. There's a lot of coffee shops right here.
Right.
This is a smoke shop. Across the street is where we're hanging out at King Corona.
Is that where this is? Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, King Corona. You can see the Rona on the left end of the thing. In my video, I have video of us chilling on the patio.
So this is like, I'm telling you, this area looks like,
Sweet Crunch,
Austin, Texas. It looks like New Orleans.
That's that smoke shop too, where someone's all, if you go in there and ask for weed, they'll give it to you.
This side is all like newer, like tattoo parlors, water piercing, CBD, smoke shop. People say they saw weed there. And that's King Corona across the street. People just chill, man. Also, you can't get an Uber on this street.
No. Huh?
But everybody is friendly, man. Like,
yeah.
And let me tell you about something, man. When we were leaving, we were going home on our Uber, and everybody was going to the Jaguars game, and a Cowboy game. No traffic controller, no police. These people move like ants. They're very respectable.
They didn't honk at each other.
Honk.
They were like, and that was the thing is like,
it's like they live in a world where we're all in this together, brother.
You know when you're
make it happen.
You know when you're in LA traffic, and this happens also San Francisco traffic. You know, it happens in San Francisco traffic where you see them get a red light and they're still in the middle of the intersection and they're blocking your path.
Yeah.
And what do we do here in LA? Especially in LA. We honk and go crazy, which is wild to me because in the Bay, certain parts, you just don't honk at people. But people honk there too. Dude, we just waited until the cars cleared, and then the guy went. Uber driver didn't get aggressive. Nobody was yelling at each other. There's something to be said about Southern hospitality.
Yeah, man, they're crazy out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, here people honk everywhere in LA, huh?
Yeah, bro. My friend kind of pointed that out. He's all, people feel free to honk at you out here. I was like, yeah, that's a new thing to me too. Cause like, dude, in Oakland, bro, you can sit at the stoplight looking at your phone, and when it turns green, no one will honk at you. Like most of the time, because no one wants to get fucking shot at, dude. I think that's why. I haven't figured that out because I don't honk at anybody.
People just love honking in LA, huh?
Yeah, and that's the thing is over there, they didn't. It was very polite society.
Why do they like honking so much, you think?
I think it's just aggression.
They just like honking, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You just be driving in LA, and you were like, what? And you turn around. That's how much honking there is in LA that people made a mixtape.
Bro, you know the one that gets me is those fucking commercials for like DUIs, and they start out with whoop whoop like a fucking cop siren, and then you're like for a hot minute you're like what the fuck, and then they're like got a DUI, need a lawyer. You're like fuck you fucking piece of shit.
If you're listening to radio early in the morning that early, you need a lawyer, right? Who the fuck listens to radio? In LA, if you have a nice car, the cop gives you the light with no siren. If you have a medium-sized car, you get the light with a whoop.
Yeah.
It means get off. If you have a shitty car like the one I used to drive, you get a wah, wah. I'm not gonna waste my lights on your ass.
Yeah, you get that. Yeah, dude. That's a real serious one.
And that's the fucking cop letting you know. I know you have expired tags. I know you might not have a license. I know your car smells like weed. You got like 5 seconds to get your shit together, man.
Dude, that is hilarious. That is exactly.
Look, one time, bro, I was driving I was in Long Beach, and I made a wrong turn, and I was going inside the wrong one-way area, and the car was right in front of me, bro. He just gave me a quack quack.
That's so fucking
and told
funny.
me to make a U-turn. He let me go.
I kind of gotten used to it because like I bought my car used before I moved to LA. I even did the thing where I paid my buddy who was a mechanic to come and look at it, and he goes, nice vehicle. I take it to get registered, and they're like, the engine's not matching the serial numbers here. Nothing seems to be stolen, but nothing's matching. All the serial numbers are different from each other, and there's some problems with it, right? So I'm driving this car around. It's past expiration now. One cop told me it's like 10 years past expiration, right? But that's the thing is they pull me over in LA, and the only thing they go is it's stolen. I go, no. And they're like, as long as it's not stolen, we'll let you go. But they do exactly what he says is they pull up next to me, they honk to let me know we know, and then they fucking drive off. And I've gotten used to it now where I'm just like, all right, here comes the fucking bullshit, dude. And then they let you go out here. I think they just have a lot more to deal with.
Well, I used to park when I had a bad car, I used to park it I used to go do an audition or go do a show, and I had to park it in really good neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And they would give me a ticket for abandonment.
Yeah.
Like they really thought somebody abandoned that car. I'd be embarrassed, bro, like walking there with a date. What happened? Oh, they thought somebody I just left my car here accidentally.
You ever get in your car with someone? They're like, damn, bro, someone broke into your car.
Lucky guess.
Fucked everything up. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. And they left these shitty shit stains underwear in here.
My car constantly looks like somebody broke into it. Constantly.
My car, bro, had I don't know, man, I guess had I had no. By the time I was like really doing bad with drugs and comedy, and the both were falling off. This guy, man, I smoked him out and we partied for like 3 days straight.
Yeah.
So he thought I'd be a nice guy since I had no radio, I had no bumper in the front. You know that little screen that blocks leaves from coming in your car? I didn't have that anymore, dog.
So it's just like a radiator?
So this fool he took somebody's barbecue grill and cut the barbecue grill to fit my car.
Get the fuck out of here.
But now I have ants and roaches, bro, because that shit had meat.
So it's just like a Mad Max looking ass car after
It was a
that?
Volvo, bro.
Bro, that's hilarious.
It got me
dude.
to point A and B, but that's it, bro. It didn't go to C, D, F, or G, or Z.
It didn't even make it to D.
And the seat, the passenger seat, was broken somehow, bro. I guess from pounding. I guess I don't know what, but it was like this. Everybody who sat down had to sit like this.
Like they were leaning?
Yeah. Or they have to force to cuddle next to me. The car came with a rape kit, I guess, bro. Or a sexual assault kit.
Bro, that's hilarious.
So like you have to put your seatbelt on and hold on to it like this, or are you gonna sit next to me? So every girl that was sitting in my car, I looked like she was trying to escape.
The best is that you had girls in the car.
Bro, girls have no shame.
Bro, that's the thing is if you could pull a girl in a car like that, you're set for life, dog.
If a girl loves you, bro, if a girl really, really loves you, bro, you could walk over your ex-wife, their body, and she don't care, bro.
Bro, so true, dude. It's crazy,
But
dude.
that's how I would know like which girl is good, bro. Because my house was always dirty, and if I see a girl walk in there and go and start roasting me how bad it looks, she was a keeper, bro. But if a girl walks in there, bro, and goes, man, I wouldn't mind living here, bro. And I'll be like, you dirty bitch. You dirty asshole. Of course you wouldn't mind living here. You probably live on somebody's dirty couch. You live in the back of the garage.
That's not the keeper.
Hell
That's
no.
not the keeper.
She's walking over everything, bro. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
It ain't nice.
You're like, don't get settled
I
in
cry when I'm alone here. Killing roaches. That's time. We're going to talk about that. Ybor City, people.
Ybor City, the history of Ybor City. So,
Ybor City was started in 1880.
1880. That's right.
And the first, go ahead, bro. You go ahead.
Okay, so
By who? Martinez Ybor.
So well, let's talk about what Ybor City means to this country, though, to us as Americans. I mean, if you were smoking cigars in the early 1800s to the 1920s, and that includes Churchill, that includes any famous comic you see with a cigar, it came out of this.
Churchill, you're right, bro. Churchill.
It came out of Tampa, which is crazy because
Even Mussolini, bro. Fucking big cigars.
yes, Tampa, all came from Tampa, and Tampa.
Fool, I forgot that those fucking. I used to smoke. One time I fucking smoked. I know this is a cheap ass cigar, but I smoked. I know I smoked Swishers, Dutches,
Right.
fucking thick ass Phillies. Those go in the trash. Have a Tampas. Peach flavor.
Right. Yeah.
You ever smoked those?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I used to smoke those too.
You were
Yeah.
probably introduced by my old parent because they love those.
And I think what happened is some automation happened and a lot of things like Patron. Do you remember when Patron tequila was the best tequila in the world, right?
The world, bro.
And this just to give you an idea of how capitalism works and how it could change things. So
Capitalism trends.
So Patron was the best. I remember in the late 90s, early 2000s,
There
Patron.
were songs. Pass the Patron, it's on.
Yes.
Pass the Patron, it's on. Yeah.
So the guy who owns this hair company, I'm trying to remember the name, Paul Mitchell.
Can I tell you something about Patron? That means boss.
Right, yes.
And every time I go somewhere and probably somebody I don't know calls me a boss,
Right.
I want to fire him on the spot.
You hate that.
I want to fire them
You
on
hate
the
the
spot.
term boss.
Yeah.
Yes, I know this.
Boss, Patron,
Yeah.
Jefe.
I hate.
I
Yeah.
know, bro. We're all comedian, bro. Everybody here is the fuck independent contractor.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
Even if you're working for me, you're working for Gabriel, you're independent.
I think that
You could walk out. So you don't like something, you could just leave. Nobody's gonna question you.
nobody's gonna get mad at you. You're not gonna have bad taste, bad
No.
thing. This company's not gonna unrecommend you. But yeah, so that was bought by a guy named Paul Mitchell who did hair products and stuff. And
You mean this Paul Mitchell?
yes, that Paul Mitchell. So he owned Patron and then he started mass producing it.
Picture of Paul Mitchell.
And that's why Patron doesn't sell the way it used to. Now, there's another company that Patron kept on the side across the river, and that's Siete Leguas, and that still has the flavor that Patron had. So
There
if you
he
want to
is.
taste those, but yeah, so he mass produced and turned this great tequila into not so great tequila, and that's kind of probably what happened with having Tampa and a lot of the cigars like Swishers and Phillies. Optimos, those are all, bro. Those probably at the time because
You think people actually smoke Optimos and fucking have a
Optimos
Tampa
probably were
as a regular
amazing
cigar?
Yeah. I think they were amazing.
They got really low. Like I know, like because I always thought, I don't know why, but when I was a kid, I thought all those cigars, like have a Tampa, Optimos, fucking. When I was a little kid,
right.
losers, bro. People that hang out at the track.
Yeah, to $1.99 for I pay $1.99 for Swisher Sweets, which were probably great cigars.
Did you
at one
smoke them by
time.
yourself with no
Fuck no,
product?
bro! I cut those things open and I make them totally like put them fill. I make them blunts. So like that's the thing is I kind of already know that they were shitty tobacco, but yeah, I also used to think that too. Like, whenever I see someone with a cigar and a little fucking, it's got that like plastic tip. I kind of in my mind, I'm like, man, what a waste of fucking money, bro. And they're just putting that gross ass shit on your lips, like. And so that's the thing is that I think that's what we're getting at is that at what time cigars were considered a noble thing. People who are fancy smoke cigars, back in the mid 1800s to early 1950s, I would say cigar was a thing of like class and status. And
I just wanted to ask about the Paul Mitchell comment because you say he bought.
he
Patron.
bought Patron.
He started Patron.
He started Patron.
He's a co-founder.
He's a co-founder?
Sold it to Bacardi later.
That's what happened then.
Bacardi is-
Okay. All right. Okay. That's
Had to insert.
Yeah.
no. That's good.
Voice of
Okay.
knowledge,
So
back.
Paul Mitchell actually was the original
So he
owner.
started
Okay.
Patron. No wonder Patron is not
Paul Mitchell's name is De Horia.
De Horia.
Yeah, so his,
It says no. Paul Mitchell did not start Patron.
no,
John Paul DeHonia co-founded both.
He's John Paul De Horia.
Oh,
The real name.
That's his
Paul
name.
Mitchell's the company.
Oh, I thought that was Paul Mitchell.
Paul Mitchell, but that's not his name.
The voice of knowledge just came in, Lisa Esparza, and said that no, man,
Paul Mitchell.
John Paul de la Horia, which is the actual guy, he bought Patron. And
He co-founded it.
yeah, and let me tell you something about Patron. Patron it's a very marketable because they're not made to, in order to be called tequila, you gotta be from the town of Tequila.
Right.
And they get away with it by calling themselves Patron, and right away you know in your head that this is the type of tequila. But people who actually like tequila, they'll know that they come from tequila because it's not made in tequila. Like Cuervos
It's a marketing thing.
Yeah,
It's a great,
Cuervos.
yeah.
Where is Patron made? Ybor City?
No, but let's
just
swing back to
guessing.
Ybor City. So that's the thing is like this place, Tampa was like, because when I think of like cigars, I think of Cuba, right? Where would cigars start and where would they made? And it's in Cuba.
Me too, Cuba.
And they were big in Cuba. But they were bigger here. They were bigger in Tampa.
Yeah.
And that was the thing is that Tampa. So we're gonna start here at the beginning with Victor Martinez Ybor. I'm sorry, my bad. Vincent Martinez Ybor, who is immigrant from Cuba, who immigrated to Cuba from Spain. So he's an original dude. He's a Spanish dude who moved to Cuba, worked in cigars in Cuba, and then moved to the Keys in Florida and started his own business. And he was wanting to move from the Keys because the Keys wasn't ideal for his business and what he wanted out of it. And so he was looking for a better place to put up a place to build, right? And so he meets a guy. First guy he meets is a railroad guy, Henry Plant, who
was a plant.
who originally didn't choose Ybor City. He actually wanted Cedar Key to be the place of his fucking railroad because he owned railroads and steamboats and hotels. So this guy was like a city builder. This guy, Henry B. Plant, was like a city builder, right? So he goes to Ybor, where Ybor City is about to be in Tampa, and he already sets up a railroad and everything. And then this other homie of Vincent Ybor, let's see, Gavino Gutierrez.
Gavino Gutierrez.
Gavino is a guava grower. Gavino the guava grower. He fucking hears that there's guavas all over Tampa, goes to Tampa. No fucking way guavas could even grow here. But he fucking talks to Ybor and he goes, dude, Tampa is the best place that you could fucking possibly roll cigars in because it's humid. It's like living in the humidor. And it was, bro. Like, that's the thing
They
is
grow better here, huh?
it was nice and cool there, but it was also very humid all the time. And so it was a great place for him to start his business.
And store a bunch of tobacco, huh?
And store a bunch of tobacco. And that's the thing, is that these guys aren't growing tobacco in Tampa. They're importing it from Cuba. So this is why this is such a big deal, because he's getting his product from Cuba and he knows this is going to be huge. So what he does is he makes a deal with this guy, Henry Plant, to build houses, to start building houses in Ybor City. And he starts out putting 70 houses because he needs to bring people in right away. Like, he needs to bring rollers in. He needs to bring, these people to come in. Ybor's not trying to build one little factory, bro. He's trying to build a whole fucking city. He already knows in his mind what he wants this place to be. So he puts mad money into infrastructure there. Like, he puts up build factories, he puts up fucking houses, he starts putting up, this other guy Plant starts putting up hotels, and they start getting the business rolling. And no pun intended. And that's the thing, bro, is like, this job as a roller is prestigious for these type of people, man, because it's immigrants. It's not, and it's three types of immigrants mostly. It's Italians, Cubans, it's Cubans,
Italians, and Spaniards.
And Spaniards. Sorry. Yeah, and Spaniards. And so at this time, man, Cuban immigrants aren't making shit, bro. And they're not fucking doing really well when they come over here like most immigrants. And this guy just sets up this whole city. And so people are coming in mass to work there. And at one point, dude, Ybor City gets up to...
It started off with only like 680,000 people.
Yep.
680 people. And then when the tobacco started, it was 55,000.
55,000 people.
That's fast.
200 factories. There were 200 factories at its peak. Yeah, and it's fast. I mean, this city boomed fast.
You went to go see one of those homes they built for the workers, huh?
Yeah, I went to go see one of those homes. They call them casitas, but...
Casitas.
They call them casitas there, but all over the country they're called shotgun houses because the term comes from, like, you could shoot a gun through the window and it'll go all the way through the house and out the back window and not hit one person, because it's like literally hallway room, and then hallway kitchen. And in this video, man, there's a lot of like cool stuff, bro. Just how it looked at the time.
Did you go over there? Like, did you see the hotels that were on the side over here, like Howard Johnson, whatever?
Yes.
Did you see that one big warehouse that used to be a fucking factory?
Yes. That's Olivo.
Yeah, Olivo. Because I used to stay across the street at the hotel and look at it.
So it's behind that state park that I went to.
Yeah, look for Olivo.
It's now really fancy apartments.
Yeah, it used to be. When I was there, it was still like they were remodeling it, but it was all beat up.
It's really, really fancy apartments.
Look it up, Olivo Apartments.
It's the one on the far top right. Yes, that's it. That's what it looks like. That used to be a factory, and now it's
Yeah, man, I
apartments.
remember looking there when there was a factory. They
Yeah.
kept it like that, and they built a hotel in there.
So a lot of the factories were turned into apartment complexes. Like you walk around Ybor City and they still kept a lot of the factories up, the bigger factories, the brick ones, because the wooden ones would burn down all the time.
Yeah.
The wooden ones burnt down all the time. There was always problems, but the city kept a lot of their bigger structures there. But the only surviving company left rolling cigars in Ybor City is J.C. Newman Cigar Company. But dude, at one time, bro, this was the capital. So like when we think of like fine cigars, when you think of like Hey Fuentes,
Yeah.
which is probably one of the best, or like Cohiba, or like some of the fancier cigars that are in like now in Nicaragua or in the
Bolivia,
Dominican, or Bolivia, or even in Cuba. Those weren't there, bro. Those weren't there before. Those actually were in America first, and in Tampa. But the problem is that cigarettes became very popular. The tobacco companies did a really good job of getting people addicted to tobacco by giving out free cigarettes in the GIs, like mess kits, and then free cigarettes out on campus. So, everything fell. But during the time that they were working, man, let me just read off some of what the cigar companies' names were, man. They had like rolls, and these rolls were a big deal to these people. You had the tabaquero, which is the cigar maker or factory worker at the factories in Ybor City. Tabaqueros worked in large open rooms called galeras. You have the trocador, which is a highly skilled cigar roller. That was the guy that was rolling earlier that we were watching. Yeah, and then you have the lector, who had also a very prestigious position in the business, where he sat at a podium. Can you look up lector for me, please?
Here we go, Locteros.
Yeah, so like this guy right here sits up in the middle of all these workers as they're rolling, and he reads the paper. He reads the paper in the morning. He reads the news to everybody in the morning. And then he, in the afternoon after lunch, he reads like novellas or fiction, and he kind of entertains these people. They didn't have like fucking... they didn't have like
a lot of these tobacco people were illiterate, and this guy these people right here, the lecturer, el lector, he'll stand up there, he'll read the newspaper to all these people, and then at the end he'll read a classic book, and these people were all educated in the fine literature, and they knew what the sports, they knew everything that was going on. There was a newspaper that was started in 1922 called La Gaceta.
Still is today.
And to this day,
yeah,
it's one of the first trilingual newspapers. It was in Spanish, Italian, and English. And the lectores, they hung around from 1890 to 1931.
Right.
Because they got rid of them. And guess why? Because they were educating too many people, and the people were realizing, and people started protesting.
They were really inspired by the Cuban Revolution, and they were really inspired by the dissent.
They were paid by the workers, bro.
Dude, is that a book?
El lector, yeah.
I've been looking for a fucking book this whole time. This guy finds this book, dude. I was looking for a book for days, and I couldn't find one.
You should read it and come back later.
Yeah, dude. I'm no matter what, I'm gonna read it, because it's such an interesting role of a human being, because he was also chosen by the people. He wasn't chosen by the company, and he was paid a good salary. This is like the smartest man in the whole company. This guy, like, and they were given a lot of respect in town as well because of what they did, because they were really well educated, and back in those days, reading was a luxury, not like it is now where everybody has to read, so they were picked by the people, and they were given 25 cents each at the end. If each person would give them 25 cents at the end of the week, which, a room full of 70, 80 guys, you're making bank in the 1890s.
And when El Lector was up there speaking reading the newspaper, reading the classics, this was before radio.
Right.
before radio.
Right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
not everybody could read a newspaper, but here was the guy giving lectures on Shakespeare and
Right.
the Daily News.
Yes.
And giving and reading news from Cuba and Italy and Spain.
And educating these people.
The paper was founded by Victorio Mantiega, and that's where the statue, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
A former lecturer in a cigar factory of West Tampa and Ybor City to serve the needs of the immigrant population of Tampa. Later, his son Roland Mantiega took over as editor and publisher. Roland was very connected, and his column, as we heard it, became the local mid-20th century version of today's political blogs. That's funny. As we heard it,
Right.
There's a statue of him. Did you get it?
I couldn't get to the statue one, but the one we're rolling right now is.
There's a statue of him right here.
Oh, there's the. You know what? I did get that one. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I have that. Okay, I have that in my reel, so I'll play that. But yeah, okay, so I got the statue of him, but I also got when I went to the museum. There's two different displays in each museum, and I could only get to one, and this one didn't have the mannequin sitting in it, which I wanted to get. But the one I'm showing right now is kind of an idea of what it looked like. The lector sat sat above people in a like little box, and then with the tables underneath him. But you know, that's the thing, man, is this was a prestigious job. Like roller still is. Like to be a roller now, you have to be an apprentice. You have to want to do it. You know, and you know, there was a fall to Ybor City. The Ybor City that we went to had to be recreated because it completely almost went away. After cigarettes became more popular and automation, there was a combination of cigarettes becoming more popular, cigars being automated, which is why we have like Have a Tampas that are cheap now, Philly blunts that are cheap now. You know, those are probably the product of automation. And then the rest of the companies were like, well, what do we do? You know, because like that's the thing, man, is they made it like racism kind of comes into the frame here a little bit, because one of the things cigarettes was doing was slash campaigns on cigars, where it was like, oh, you want these fucking Cubans licking your fucking cigars?
Yeah.
You know, which is why I wanted to point out the water thing earlier, because they weren't licking cigars. They had like a little puddle or a little paste that they'd use. And you know, and so that was one of the things. And then also one of the things that you notice is like whenever you think of bums with the little stick and the bag over their shoulder, they're always holding a kind of a burnt out cigar. That was also a ploy to get you to not like cigars, to make cigars look unclassy. So cigar companies had to leave, and they had to go to places where people were smoking cigars. I don't think we have time, but if we could, I'd talk about A Fuente, who actually had to go through like 3 or 4 different dismantlings or burning downs of his company before, you know, he found great success. And he even had to go through like one country, Nicaragua, going through a huge political change and losing his whole entire business there. But as that's happening, you know, the city fades, goes away. And in the late 80s, there's a push to bring it back, to make it a like kind of a touristy neighborhood thing. And that's what it is now. But what really helped was the resurgence of cigars in the 90s. And it almost is, and dude, this is what my research has found, is it's almost exactly, everything goes back to Cigar Aficionado magazine.
Yeah. They brought it back, huh?
It made cigars popular outside of South American and Central American countries, and rich people were starting to get into it, and you pair it with wine. And so Ybor City now had a resurgence of not necessarily factories coming back, but you know, these little unique shops that we went to and enjoyed and came back. So thank you, Ybor City, man. It was a good time out there, man. The cigars were amazing, dude.
I got a whole newspaper right here, bro, of 1933, La Gaceta.
Okay.
And it's in Spanish, and even the cartoons are translated. And then here's one of the stories. The sports section, I'm going to read you in Spanish. Baseball. Los Rojos quieren a Babe Ruth, the manager. I mean, the Reds, they want to hire Babe Ruth, the manager. Cincinnati, Diciembre 30, Los Rojos de Cincinnati desean Babe Ruth, the manager, pero ayer el coronel Rupert los convenció de la inutilidad de sus gestiones, contestándoles con un rotundo no. También de Beirut said nah. La noticia de la actitud del coronel fue dada por el administrador general del club, Larry Mesfeld. And then there's another one. There's a restaurant here. Comida para pájaros. Hermosa guanajos. And they're selling bird feed here. And then carrera de perros. Sulphur Springs. Primera carrera a las 8 de la mañana, 20 minutos. Doble diaria. Is that ad for dog racing? Bro, this is a serious newspaper, bro. With ads.
No, it's still in circulation.
With ads, bro.
It's still in circulation, and I'll have a video where Amy, I think her name was Amy, was showing me the latest version of La Gaceta because it's still in circulation.
That's right.
I want to give out some shout outs.
Shout outs.
First of all, thank you to Urban Leaf for the gift this morning. It was wonderful. Joanne Bates, thank you for your donation. Chris Herrera, thank you for your donation. Dean Iniu, thank you for your donations. You guys, these are all going to worthy causes for this podcast. I appreciate it. Especially Joanne and Chris, you guys is actually paid for some of the stuff I used for this episode, and it went directly to it. So thank you so much for that.
What's up, people? Ybor City. One of the things I want to mention about Ybor City is that if you guys don't know this, the Cuban sandwich was never invented in Cuba, even though it's called a Cuban sandwich.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was invented in Tampa, Florida. Did you find out where it was invented? Who decided it?
Bro, there's so many people. And then
Did you see the one that says about we're trying to bring the three cultures together? That was the biggest BS ever, bro.
Such BS. I'm not going to name one restaurant.
I think because here it is, man. And this is something that I read and I was listening on the way here. That, okay, there's cigar workers. But there was also Jewish people here. And there's always there was Jewish people and there was other nationalities. And then the guy said, because you know what? People want to eat. And they were opening up restaurants.
Yeah.
And one of the oldest restaurants is called the Colombiano. And most of the restaurants were actually Spanish restaurants.
Right.
And with their whatever culture it is, they put it in there. But I was there one time in Tampa, Florida, and they had the Cuban sandwich festival, bro.
Oh, really?
And man, let me tell you, man, I didn't get any of them, but they look good. They had lechon. But how many Cuban sandwiches did you have?
I had 3.
Which one would you have them at?
I had one at the Hat Trick. I had another one at the Colombiano, and then I had another one at oh man, I'm trying to remember the other place that I had went to. I wrote down the names.
Which one was the best? Were they good though?
The Hat Trick was the best, which was crazy. But when I talked to other locals, they were like, "Oh yeah, that one's really good," because the Hat Trick is like more of a sports bar.
Late night the restaurant.
I don't know if because I'm not trying to. Colombiano was a bit disappointing.
Yeah,
and it's the oldest restaurant in Tampa. It's like it's original, and they're the ones who claim that they started it. I think. It was the least flavorful, and it was disappointing. You
want to hear something crazy that I found out?
Yeah.
You know what a torta mojada is?
No.
It's a torta mojada that is dipped inside of a hot sauce and then it's fried.
Oh, and it's red.
Yeah,
it's
red.
the red one. Yeah. And
that was invented in 1909 in Mexico, right? Somewhere. Mm-hmm. This is crazy. Same year, the French dip was invented at Felipe's. Somebody dropped a sandwich in there by accident too, just the way they dropped that torta in that hot sauce.
Oh, really?
And at the same time, somebody at Cole's restaurant, they did the same. They claimed to be the French dip. What I think what happened was that somebody time traveled, bro.
Okay.
And went to these places and asked them how they wanted to eat it. Can you dip it in there? Wow, we never had that ever done before. And they ate it dipped.
Right.
And that fool went to Mexico and said, can you put that salsa in here? So that means that it's stuck in one of those time loops where nobody invented it.
Right.
And that's what I think happened to the medianoche sandwich.
That's how, bro. Because I'm like, what the fuck is up with this Cuban sandwich? Nobody knows where. Everybody's like, we make the best, and we invented it here. And there's only a few places that are like. There's actually one place that I asked. I was like, "Do you have a Cubano?" And they're like, "No, you can get that everywhere else here. We don't have that." Was kind of like the attitude. But
what's the difference? Can you Google what's the difference between medianoche? You know how to spell medianoche? MEDIANOCHE sandwich and Cubano sandwich. CUBANO sandwich. What's the difference? I think the only difference is that one of them has a sweet bread like the Hawaiian bread. And I'm going to find out right now.
Oh, so it's got a little bit of a sweeter flavor than...
The medianoche, for
Yeah.
me, personally, I like it better than the Cuban sandwich.
Okay.
But who invented the medianoche, bro? And I bet you that was invented in Miami or Tampa, too.
See, the thing is, dude, the thing with the Cubano that I learned was it was a lot about the bread. Like, the bakeries in Ybor City were like a big deal. The inventor of the medianoche is unknown, but is believed to originate in Cuba around 1900. It was created to be a meal for the late night cigar factory and sugar mill workers. So, dude, I think this might be the birth of the Cubano.
Because somebody they brought it over here, they had less ingredients.
Because can you look up who invented the Cubano?
This is what a medianoche has. Roast pork, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard on a soft, sweet egg bread.
Because I think that's the difference is the egg bread.
What does a Cuban sandwich have?
What does it say about the Cubano?
A Cuban
No
sandwich
single
has
person.
yellow mustard, sweet cheese, ham, and roasted pork. Two things. Roasted pork and ham is the difference, bro.
That's what's crazy. It's
Yeah.
double the pork. For a sandwich called the mixto in Cuba, as it evolved from... So this is so confusing.
They'll fight you over this in Tampa, though.
They fucking really will, too. It's crazy. They're very... I could even know the comments are going to tell me to fuck off about the Colombia or the restaurant.
Also, man, in Tampa, there's
Immigrant communities in Florida. Yeah, see, that's true that we did it. We hit that right. It was invented in Florida.
They argue about coffee. It starts off. They argue about food over there. They argue about the street name. Like there's a street in Tampa called 7th Street and 7th Street. Septima is Septima. Look it up, bro. SEPTIMA. La Septima, bro. La Septima. That's see when that they couldn't name it when they were naming that street. Some Spaniards wanted 7th Street, right? 7th Street, and the other one wanted La Septima in Spanish, which is which just means 7th Street. So they said, "Fuck that, we're gonna name them both to shut both of you guys
shut
up."
everybody. Yeah, dude. I was kind of confused on that because that's a
History for food. What am I saying?
That's kind of an issue too.
Yeah.
Or Septima, because I keep seeing that pop up in all the cigar companies too as well. Where like a lot of the nickname for cigars like Septima or something like that.
They're hardcore, huh?
La Septima, meaning copula for the seventh across from the way early immigrants, particularly Spanish speakers, pronounce the word. La Septima, meaning the correct, proper Spanish spelling for the seventh. So
And the other one is what? Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
They just fight, huh?
I think that's just Latinos just like to fight over things.
They like to fight, bro. But who's better, a quesadilla or a pupusa?
Papusa.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry, I'm Mexican, but papusa's got fucking flavor, dog. You ever had a revuelta, dude? That shit is amazing.
The one with pork? Yeah, so
oh
good,
my God.
man.
Pork, cheese, and refried beans? Holy fuck. I was like, the first time I ever had one of those, I was like, why didn't we invent this shit?
What else you got?
That's it, man. That's a lot of the research there. Some
of those places that right there where you went by the what's the name of the cigar place? That's a hotel.
At the hotel?
The hotel that's used to be a cigar place.
Oh, the Olivo. That's
The Olivo place.
It's apartments.
One of those places you can still see it. They still have those colonial homes over there, man. It's never nice.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like I think the neighborhood struggled for a while. Now it's becoming a little bit more fancier. you know, and there's more money going into it. I mean, to me, it looked fine. I mean, there's a fucking free, beautiful trolley
And
that we took.
if you take the trolley, man, it's very, very like old school colonial when you start looking at there's other buildings. There's remember those little alleys?
Uh-huh.
There's also a ghost
Yeah.
town trip and
Yeah.
a lot of
Nighttime ghost tour.
brick streets.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I definitely, like I said, I want to come back and visit. Thanks to everybody
History
out
for
there.
Foos.
We
How
love
much-
you guys. Thanks for listening. And thank you again to the donors. And if you guys want me to make a commercial on my Instagram,
And
you know
shout out
what
to
to
that
do.
guy who did the graffiti meet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that lady, Bruni.